Ruesha, where is she?
Where is Ruesha? This girl does not settle down. Ruesha's suitcase never unpacked.
Why is this all happening like some teenage drama?
The reason that I'm wearing the Republic of Ireland shirt is not for Carla Ward, it's not for Lily Agg, although it is as well, but it is for Ruesha Littlejohn. Where the hell is she?
Where's little Rue?
Where's Rue? That's a beautiful segue into the 5 minutes on. And it is on our very own Ruesha Littlejohn. I say our very own. She's not really belonging to us, but she is belonging to Ireland. So we decided we'll do 5 minutes on Ruesha because she is MIA. She's missing. We're about to put up missing posters. So let's find out a little bit about the Glasgow-born Republic of Ireland player. So Ruesha is actually...
Oh, she had a Scottish accent.
Yeah. She's got Irish parents, but from Glasgow. So Ruesha is... Now, do we want to guess her age?
Mine's already said get the times ready.
We'll do higher or lower.
Oh, right, guess her age.
Yep, higher or lower.
Okay, right.
Your first guess.
I'm not going to look at the comments.
Okay. I don't know why I covered mine up. I know.
He's 32.
Higher?
33.
Higher?
34.
Yeah. She's 34 years old. She was born on the 3rd of July, 1990.
Oh, it's so nice for us to talk about someone who's older than me.
I know.
It's never happened.
Well, but this is the fine line, right? Because sometimes we're like, oh, she was born in 2008 and she's like playing like international, like whatever's blah, 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 blah. But then I feel bad that I didn't accomplish enough at that age. But then when you say, oh, she's 34 and I'm like, yeah, and she's still playing in international tournaments and playing for all these teams. I'm like, at what age do I feel accomplished? When am I going to feel this? When am I going to feel accomplished?
You have to keep in mind that no matter... Right, I saw something the other day. This is... Pause the clock, bros, when you do... Right, it's a quote, and this, I'm going a bit waffy and a bit cheesy, but I'm going to say it anyway. Are you not reaching the bar, or do you keep raising the bar?
Oh, I saw that TikTok too.
Yeah, and I was like...
I like that you were trying to act like you read that. You were like, I read a quote.
Oh, if I ever said read, I mean TikTok.
You watched less than 30-second TikTok.
I think the words that I used were, I saw something the other day, and that definitely means a video. A TikTok.
It's like when I'm like, I saw some research. I watched a TikTok, and I probably didn't even watch the entire TikTok.
They say it, I either meant during a Wikipedia search or TikTok. There's no betweens.
Exactly.
Occasionally, Instagram, but I definitely mean TikTok. But anyway, that's what I mean. So you think constantly. I reckon every person, even every footballer, WSL, whatever, they think, oh yeah, but I've not reached this. I've not got a Ballon d'Or. You'll always feel that bar. It's just a little bit out of reach, and they just keep reaching for it. True. It's like Lewis Hamilton on his post today, his first day at Ferrari. He said that he was always, pushing himself to the limits of his career, and racing in red was the pinnacle of that. Have you seen that picture that you posted?
I did.
Ferrari? Such a cool photo.
I did. Anyway. Yeah, I saw your little like. Ruesha Littlejohn, born in Glasgow in the 90s. She's a 90s gal. She's a Glasgow gal. She starts playing pretty young. Now, ballpark guess, how many teams has Ruesha Littlejohn played for between 2006 and 2023? So that's spanning quite a lot of years. But do you want to take a stab in the dark about how many teams she's played for?
Played for Celtic at some point, because you told me that once in your Scottish roundup. And she's played for London City Lionesses, so that's the two that I know, but I'm going to say 8.
It's not 8. It is 13 different teams.
It's not a board of teams.
Now, she did bounce back to teams, like, quite a lot. Like she played at Glasgow City and then went other places and then went to Celtic and then went other places, but went back to those teams. So I didn't count them. I only counted
so it's
new
even more
teams.
bouncing than 13.
Yeah. So she starts off in 2006 at a team that I had to then look up called Arsenal North. And I thought
you were going to make a joke then, like a team that had to look up Arsenal. I was like,
no, they're called Arsenal North. I was like,
what?
Who? Apparently that was what Celtic were called before they became Celtic, because Celtic men's team were like, we're not gonna have a women's team. We're not gonna call them a women's team. We don't like that. We don't want that. Celtic being one of the oldest. So for its first 120 years of Celtic's existence, they only fielded men's teams. And a fun side fact, Brogues, pause the tape, is in the 1960s, there was a player called Reilly who was noticed by a Celtic scout, and he wanted to sign her for the men's team, but when he found out she was a female, he withdrew the offer. So he saw her playing and was like, wow. And then as soon as he found out she was a woman,
there's also
cut from the team.
Really cool facts about Rose Reilly. I think it's either her or somebody else, but she's one of the first footballers to get signed abroad because they banned football here.
She played for Italy.
Yes, knew it was another country.
And she looks really cool.
Yeah,
like
Italy
she's got an MBA.
Really
I'm going to show you a picture. She just looks really cool.
Yeah, badass.
So that was a side fact about Rose Reilly and Celtic
also saying that,
FC.
Loads of stuff on Italy 20s, 30s, 40s women's football, because they were way more progressive than the rest of Europe at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, they were signing. And also
the
rules were a bit different on like how from that country you had to actually be to represent it. Because Rose Reilly was not Italian.
No. Although there are lots of Italians in Scotland, so a bit of a connection there. I knew a lot of Italians at university. So back to Ruesha. Start the tape again, or the whatever it's called, the clock. I told you I'm tired. So she starts at Celtic when it finally establishes a women's team, and it's called Arsenal North, and then it changes its name to Celtic. Then she goes to Glasgow City, who we learned were top of the league for many, many, many years. Loads of years. They dominated the league. Then she goes to actual Arsenal. But as we've established, this girl does not settle down. Ruesha, suitcase, never unpacked. Lives out the suitcase.
Sounds like you.
I'll not accept that. Even if it's true. So she bounces. She's bounced around teams between 2009 essentially and 2023. She's never spent more than 2 seasons with a team. Now we're speculating where she's going next. I wonder why she's bounced around teams so much. Some may speculate why she's bounced around teams, but I think I'll let the woman herself speak for herself, because she said she represented Scotland. She represented Scotland in their international under 15 and under 17. At the under 19 level, she qualified for the under 19 championship and she played for them.
Right.
But when it came to the senior national team, the coach, Anna Signo, don't know if I'm saying that right, she excluded Littlejohn. Oh. And Ruesha herself, this is a direct quote, so this might give us a little insight into why she's never spent more than 2 seasons with a team. She says, and I'll do a Scottish accent for this because I did a Thierry Henry, I did an Italian, so why not butcher Scottish as well? She said, well, the senior manager wasn't a fan of mine. I think she thought I had too much carry on, a little personality, and she wasn't really into that. That was awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I knew you were a quarter Scottish, and I'm so embarrassed. Some of my best friends are Scottish. I'm Scottish, partly up there somewhere. Anyway,
so I can say that was bad. I can't do
She
it
says
myself.
she says herself, managers, not a fan of Ruesha. A little bit too much personality. So, you know. She then went on to play for the Ireland international team, who she currently still plays for. So she's maybe getting on a little bit better in Ireland. But yes, she's bounced around a lot. Now,
You're just getting a lot of abuse for the accent. It's making me laugh. Bro's arrived just in time, I think. Crazy.
now she's signed for London City Lionesses, and she's on a multi-year deal. So
she is in contract, right? So it's odd that she's. So can you? I guess I don't know. I don't understand contracts. Is there clauses in contracts that say that if someone's not performing, is she not performing? I don't know.
I'm not sure. There must be, because there's clauses both ways, right? So like, think about Lamine Yamal. He's got that billion euro clause in his contract. Like, so maybe it's either down to how you're playing, how valuable you are. Like, no harm to her, but maybe she's not that valuable, and they're like, yeah, we can pay. We'll pay the buyout clause. Bye.
Yeah, okay, so
bye,
we'd rather pay that out so we can have someone.
Yeah. Like maybe they think a signing from Arsenal, who a young player, again, no offense, and I don't know why I keep saying this as if Ruesha's going to watch this, but given
definitely not.
given Ruesha's interactions with other fans on things like Twitter, I wouldn't put it past her to maybe see us. So, Ruesha,
yeah, we don't know.
Hello?
I don't know. I think you always see this thing, and you see it a lot with there's two sides to a coin, isn't it? I've seen loads of posts for people saying that Ruesha struggles with management in the sense that they don't understand her personality, understand her sense of humour, they don't respond well to it. And then also on the opposite side of that, I've seen a lot of posts of saying Ruesha's hard to manage, she's difficult, and it's like there's always that is the word ambiguity between those two things, and it's like,
yeah, for sure.
Is she hard to manage, or is she not being managed right?
Right.
She's clearly a good player. She's on the national team. She's London City Lionesses for I don't know how long now, but
she she's kind of one of those players who sort of flies under the radar and then has these really clutch moments. Like with the Republic of Ireland recently, she scored a really good goal, and everyone was like, "Rah, Ruesha, rah!" Like, so she is a good player, but her track record of teams tells us something about that sort of, like you said, that management, being managed versus her getting on with management, that sort of like maybe slight disconnect there.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting what happens next. It seems like she's followed Spurs. I mean, we said last week it would be interesting to see her step up from a championship side, London City, who aren't doing fantastically, to a team that are doing fairly well in the WSL. But you never know. You never know.
Where are London City Lionesses in the championship at the moment?
That is a good question.
I know, because I remember when we were following Birmingham for a while, they were losing a lot of games, but now I think Birmingham is topping the table. But
they are.
When I was chatting to Tom at the weekend, I learned that there is only a handful of points between the top.
Do you know what? I lied. London City's second, so that shows you how much I know.
Absolutely.
Some idea. I don't know why I got them confused with somebody else. But yes, London City are second, so they're actually doing a pretty decent job. So would Ruesha, like, it depends how much say she has in it. I don't reckon that the players have a ton of say when they're sort of in that position. Like, it's not like no harm to her, but she's not like a Naomi Girma who can probably walk in and be like, I want this deal with this club. Thanks very much. the older you get, again, no hate to Ruesha. I'm 32, about to be. But I think the older you get, the probably less sort of negotiation you have.
Yeah, negotiation power you have. But also, loads of people are saying that there is I was right, Grace Moloney, she's been treated the same. So and that's London City Lioness as well. Is she goalkeeper? I can't remember.
I'm not gonna say yes because I've already messed my facts up about London City.
No, you didn't. Don't lie. It's fine. Oh, there's a joke later. But yeah, so I think it might be a London City management. Great, Grace Moloney. I think she's Ireland as well, no?
Sure.
She's Ireland number 2 goalie as well.
There you
And
go.
she's a good keeper. So there's something happening there, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it is, but sometimes even if someone
Maybe it's
is
the Irish.
oh, let's not go there. It could be a whole different thing. Anyway, I enjoyed that.
So that was kind of my 5 minutes on Ruesha. Basically, the summary is she's been here, there, and everywhere.
You haven't. Also, sorry, just to bite in, loads of people are saying, so obviously Rue unfollowed London City Lionesses on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
London City Lionesses, I think, have unfollowed Rue. Someone's just put that Grace Moloney unfollowed London City Lionesses and London City Lionesses have unfollowed Grace Moloney. Why is this all happening like some teenage drama?
Why is it so messy?
What? And also, like, that is... What? Like, fine, unfollow your exes, but... What?
It's getting very a little bit messy. And look, I know that there is a side to women's football and just sport in general that is this sort of speculation, gossip kind of side. Like, we all are excited for Arsenal to have to play London City, and if Ruesha's on the squad, to see the scrap that may or may not happen. And we all when we watched the Republic of Ireland play, and Ruesha was celebrating her goal with Katie McCabe. Everyone was like, "Ooh," But when it gets to this level of like, we're watching people's follow lists and discovering who's unfollow. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start watching somebody's follower list, especially when it's like as big as a team like Spurs, who obviously have millions of followers across their platforms. But I will say thank you to the people who do the work, because it is very exciting and happy for me. Like, for example, when Brooke, shout out Brooke, gets her board and is telling me things, I'm like, I'm sat. Tell me the things that I don't have time to look up myself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You done babbling.
Yes.
I kid. That was very enjoyable. Enjoyed all the Rue Littlejohn knowledge. All the Rue lore.
Her name's right. No,
Little John Little Tale. I enjoyed it. It was great.